Men are very straightforward when it comes to their emotion. Once a guy starts playing games or giving mixed signals, just know that he probably isn't into you. So the simplest way for men to feel connected with women is through sex and experience. You can build a connection with your partner by expressing to him the way you want to be loved and connected when you become intimate. That's another way that you can get a man to be emotionally connected or attached to you. How do guys get emotionally attached? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, before a man gets emotionally attached, it's usually a long and complicated route that they take. But eventually, they fall in love and remain committed to their prospective partners. Now, the reason is that they hardly own up to their feelings directly. Instead, they use different signs to show that they are interested in you. So if you've asked questions like, oh, how do guys emotionally get attached to their women? This is the video that you've been looking for, and I will give you in details how they get emotionally attached. So in this video, you would learn the clear signs to tell that your man is emotionally attached to you. So the question is, what makes a man emotionally attached? To answer this question, it's important to learn that they become emotionally linked when they notice some impressive signs in a prospective partner. So, for instance, if a man sees someone who acts as a support system, he could get emotionally attached because the person is there for them through thick and thin. The person isn't loving them because of their money. Now, another factor that makes a man emotionally attached is when you become vulnerable with them. This subtly nudges the guy to become more vulnerable, making him emotionally attached in the long run. Also, another answer to what makes a man emotionally attached is when you show gratitude. Showing appreciation for any little thing that a man does will get him thinking about you. He would realize that you are different from the rest because of your ability to show gratitude. So when it comes to how a man emotionally gets attached, not acting selfish and entitled makes a man love you for your outstanding nature. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do you know a guy is emotionally attached to you? Now, when a guy is emotionally attached, you will notice that he will step out of his comfort zone to do some things. An emotionally attached guy who used to be busy before will always create time for someone who has piqued his interest. Again, an emotionally attached man will remember the crucial details of any conversation because he has set his mind on you. So if you want to have a serious relationship with your man, you need to know that he is attached to you emotionally. But the problem with most men is that this can take time. It can take time, and you have to really be patient if you really love them. Also, they do not directly express that they have developed serious feelings for you. I don't know why. And that's why it is important to be attentive to the signs that a man is emotionally attached to you. You've got to realize that emotional attachment is a basic human need because it provides people with a sense of affection and connection. It also helps us survive and feel safe and secure. Everyone needs emotional attachment. Even the man that you think is emotionally unavailable, he needs it. But then again, you also need to realize that emotional attachment is not the same for all men. Some men are sensitive. So signs he's getting attached to you can be obvious. But some might be emotionally attached but choose not to act attached. Do you understand? And this makes it hard to know what they truly feel. So how do you know when a guy is emotionally attached? What are the signs a man is emotionally attached to you? Now, one clear sign a man is emotionally attached or emotionally connected to you is when he truly cares for you. When you reciprocate his feelings, there is a better chance of him getting emotionally attached. He also tries to show his romantic side in his own way. He might do it by talking to you for hours or taking a long walk with you or just planning a romantic getaway with you. Now, the question is, how do men feel connected to a woman? For you to know the signs that he's emotionally attracted to you, I would say that it's a process because men need time to do this processing themselves. They need time to process their feelings for you, and they can only process it when you give them space that they need. Naturally, women want to limit space so that they can connect better, but this usually results in men feeling overwhelmed, choked, and suffocated. So if you want him to be emotionally attached to you, you have to give him space to process his feelings for you. But then again, even though men are to be strong, we must recognize that they are still humans and they need affection. All right, that's why they can feel connected when you express to them the way you want to be kissed or the way you want to be touched. You can make him feel loved by hugging or even rubbing his shoulders after a difficult day. Now, understand that underneath a man's strong, manly nature and confident appearance, he can feel connected with a woman when he feels loved. Another thing that you have to put into perspective is respect. Respect is another level that makes a man connected with a woman. It's natural for men to, make a lot of efforts to be the best. Therefore, having respect is very important, not only to feel connected with you, but also to have a loving and lasting relationship. You see that respect, men don't joke with it. Take away sex, take away respect. They put respect over sex. That's the fact. If a man does not get respect from a woman he sleeps with, his sex drive, his libido will die instantly. So that's the way that a man gets connected. That's one of the easiest way to get a man connected to you. When he knows that he has found peace in you and you respect him as a man, he gets emotionally attached. It's just natural for men to make a lot of effort to be the best. Therefore, having respect is important, not only to feel connected with you, but also to have a lasting relationship. I know many women complain that men are too busy with work. However, women don't understand that men work hard to fulfill their purpose in life, which is to provide. Once a man cannot provide, he is not capable of loving. If a man cannot provide, he's not capable of loving you the way you want him to love. Do you get what I mean? So there are many factors attached to how a man becomes emotionally attached to a woman. This is the way men show love. And so to feel connected to your man, you need to understand this. When you communicate about this, you can better understand the importance of work to him. All right? You can realize that work is more than giving a contribution to the society. And he can feel that you want to work together for your future. Put simply, when you understand each other, you feel connected, basically. So the simplest way for men to feel connected with women is through sex and experience. You can build a connection with your partner by expressing to him the way you want to be loved and connected when you become intimate. That's another way that you can get a man to be emotionally connected or attached to you. So what are the ways for you to know if a guy has strong feelings for you? Now, you will see your man feeling pretty much happy when you're around if he has strong feelings for you. You can notice, his eyes lighting up at your presence. He always laughs and his mood becomes better when he's with you. If the signs of happiness are all present, he likely has caught feelings for you. How long does it take signs of emotional connection with a guy to be obvious? I think that it depends on the person. However, if your man confides and opens himself up to you, it's a clear sign that he wants to be open to you emotionally. This means that he's comfortable enough to talk about his personal life and, the deep side of himself to you. He can share about the things that have happened to him in the past, and he's basically vulnerable to you. This is also an indication that he wants to take your relationship to the new level. So when he trusts you enough, he will open up emotionally by being honest with you. This is how, men are very, how would I say it? I think that men are very simple. You know when he's emotionally attached. When he's not emotionally attached, he starts to give you, mixed signals. He starts to give you mixed signals. And when a man starts to give you mixed signals, just take a step backward and reevaluate, your relationship with him. Do you want to be in that relationship with him, or do you want to move on? And maybe in the process of moving on, or maybe in the process of giving space, he can come back and figure out if you were actually the right person or if he made a wrong decision. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. A man knows when a woman really, really loves him. And a man also knows that there are not a lot of good people out there in the streets. So if he has found a woman who is good and compliments him in so many ways, he will definitely process that feeling in the time frame of space that you've given to him and maybe come to you in full force. So men are very straightforward when it comes to their emotion. Once a guy starts playing games or giving mixed signals, just know that he probably isn't into you. And it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not about you, it's about him. Not one man's meat is another man's poison. That's what you should understand. So if he doesn't like you, there is a guy out there who really, really likes you and wants to be emotionally attached to you and wants to love you just the way you want to be loved, and that's it. So these are the ways that you could figure out if a man is emotionally attached. It comes easy peasy, like there is no doubt about it. Anyways, this is where we end this episode of Juiciness. I hope you did gain one or two things. If you like this content, do where to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post. I try my best as possible to post every day in the week. So I'll see you when I see you. Mwah.